The word pretend has been misused. Pretend means, like, when we say pretend, we mean like to make up or to act as if, or to act fake, I guess. But really, the word tend means like take care of, like tend to your deeds, and pre means before. All pretend means is to imagine before you create. So to pretend is to figure out what you want to do before you do it. So you should start pretending and find out what you're going to do, and then follow up after you pretend, then tend to what you were pretending. Let me put it this way, really plain and simple. If you thought, felt, and could do what I can do, and that I know I can do, even with you watching me, if you spent enough time with me, I would be able to do it around you. But if you judge me and say do it right now, it's not something that you can do. God isn't a circus performer that makes like objects poof out of the air, but he is if he can develop his belief in that body to the point that can make things poof in the air. And people that make things poof in the air don't think they're God. They think they're something else, and they think that they're using the power of God to do it. It's not that everybody understands the Godhead. Some people understand like the different chakras and unlock different powers and different vibrational, skills and abilities. But, the Godhead is one that everyone's looking for so that they can know that those are all there. And over time, throughout time, when they, what do they call it? Interpret the frequencies, basically, they will understand those things. The more I study and the more I learn, now I understand why we try to learn and study, because it unlocks more about ourselves, because we are all of it. That's why we learn and stuff. And when we go, aha, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. But then it makes a lot of sense, and somehow a lot of it just like, oh, yeah. And sometimes when you hear something, you're like, I don't know about that, because you really don't, because it's going on. And sometimes if you deeply doubt yourself, then that's the God in you saying, no, that's not how I made it. But it may be on a different imaginary or imaginal plane, or some other kind of plane. It's real. Whatever it is real on some other plane. I mean, if you were tripping on acid, for instance, whatever you think in your head and see in your mind and do on your trip, you could write down, or you could document it and try to do the best you could to make a vivid 3D rendering of those ideas and make a movie out of it. So therefore it would become real in a sense. Would it not? Is that not real? Is a movie not real? No, it's not real, but the movie's real, right? Like the objects and the things, when you talk about them, they become real. Things become real when you talk about them. So when you talk about how shitty your life is, it becomes real. Talk about how great things are. Think about all the great things in your life, no matter how many shitty things there are. Find the one great thing to talk about. And if it's not a great thing, just do the shitty things without talking about them and think about the great things. That's pretty simple. That's one exercise to do. Think about the great things in your life all the time.